What's going on, everybody? It's the Alpha Wolf. Alright, we're going to talk about carbohydrates, the good, the bad, and why you need them. First of all, the unhealthy carbohydrates are bread products, potato products. Now, when I say potato products, I don't mean potatoes, but I mean the man-made products you buy in the stores with potato in it. Like those mashed potatoes that are like ground up into powder, you add water or milk. Yeah, stuff like that. Preserves, jams, dried fruits, cereals, and things of that nature. Pastas. Those are the unhealthy carbohydrates. Pretty much everything there is man-made. Now we're going to talk about the healthy carbohydrates, such as vegetables, beans, grains, fruits, yogurts, and nuts. Now, the main reason why you should stay away from the bad carbohydrates, the unhealthy carbohydrates, is because your body does not process those the way they would process natural foods, whole foods, such as vegetables. Man-made like McDonald's, for instance, it's not food. It's food-based products. Everything they sell is a concoction of chemicals combined into a formula and molded into a bread or a burger patty, so it's not technically food. It's more chemical than it is food, which means it's not as healthy for you as getting natural foods. A carbohydrate is not just a carbohydrate. You don't want to put man-made processed foods in your body, and if you can't help but do it, try to put as less as possible. You want to be getting in whole foods throughout the day to keep your body functioning at its most optimal level. That if it fits your macros craze that's been going around the fitness community, it's pretty much just a ploy to get people to say, okay, I can eat Pop-Tarts or I can eat potato chips as long as they fit into your macros. Now, I'm not going to sit here and sound like a prude or some shit like that. I will fuck up a bag of chips or some Pop-Tarts every so often. We got to eat. But you don't want to make that your go-to meal. Every once in a while, get you some chips. You might want to take a soda. We're human. But you want to get 99% of what you eat has to be whole foods, has to be decent foods. You can't be getting McDonald's hamburger patties when you can go out to the store and get a nice bag of tilapia fillets and some ground beef, lean, or some pure chicken. You want to put the best thing into your body as possible, especially if you're trying to work out. It's going to help your workouts. You're going to have a lot more energy, a lot more sustainable energy. You're not going to be fatigued throughout the day. You're not going to be wanting to take 3 and 4 naps around 3 o'clock like we all do. So getting those good nutrients into your body is only going to help you out in the long run. There's no point in doing all this exercising, all this weightlifting, if you're going to turn around and put 3 or 4 Pop-Tarts down your throat and potentially hurt your gains. A lot of trainers out there, they will allow you to do stuff like that all the time. It'll be part of a plan because they know you're going to be like a hamster on a wheel spinning around in a fucking circle. You don't want that. You want progress. You want to get out of that wheel and move forward. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm going to go a little in depth as to what the carbohydrates do. Carbohydrates are your immediate source of energy, meaning your body will use your carbohydrates first when you're doing strenuous exercise, such as lifting weights or running or yoga or whatever it is you do. Your body will use the carbohydrates first. And once the carbohydrate stores are depleted, then your body will start to break down the fat, but that's a process. You're going to kind of poop out and get tired before that happens, but you're not going to tap into your muscle stores. That's not going to happen. A lot of trainers tell you that, you don't want to lose your muscle. If you're going to go on a cut, you want to preserve as much muscle as possible. I watch other YouTube videos. I go around. I hear the news floating around that, you want to go on a cut, but this is the best way to preserve your muscle mass. Your body is not going to go after your muscle mass when it has carbohydrates and fat to use as energy. Like I said before, stranded on an island somewhere and you have no food, nothing to eat, your body will break down the carbs very quickly. Then it goes on to the fat. And after a few more days of not getting anything into your body, an extreme case, you will break down your muscle and it will be used as fuel to keep your organs and your brain functioning properly. So don't be afraid of the treadmill. You're not going to lose your hard-earned gains. When I see trainers out there saying that, either one, they're kind of in on the loop, as into, we're going to tell people you're going to lose your muscle. Buy our protein powder. It's going to stop that from happening while you're cutting down from your bulk. Or they really don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they're just kind of regurgitating some rhetoric that someone else has said before. So they're kind of like, okay, well, I heard this, so now when I'm going to make my video, I'm going to go ahead and freestyle some bullshit. No, you're not going to lose your muscle when doing cardio. As long as you're adequately feeding your body in a caloric deficit, you're getting enough carbs in, enough protein, you're good. Like I said, stay away from islands, and you'll be just fucking fine. Now you need to know this. This is the textbook definition for carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are one of the main types of nutrients. They are the most important source of energy for your body. Now I'm reading this directly off of Google. This is one of the things you can get from Google that makes sense, because it's true. So, let me continue. Your digestive system changes carbohydrates into glucose. Glucose is blood sugar. Your body uses this sugar for energy for your cells, tissue, and organs. So that's why when you get bullshit carbs from unhealthy sources into your body, they are broken down incorrectly, and you're not utilizing them, which means you're not going to function as good as you would if you were to get in your carbs from whole sources, bananas, fruits, things of that nature. So guys and gals, the next time you go to the gym and you want to do work and muscle up, make sure you adequately fuel your body with the proper carbohydrate sources you need. Therefore, when you do your deadlifts and you hoist that weight up, you're going to do it with maximum effort. When you're on the bench press and you slide under that 225 or that 175 or that 305, whatever it is, you're going to have the proper power, the natural power to push that weight right off your chest. You're going to be able to do more sets. Your body is running optimal. It's like, here's one of my, I can leave you without a story. It's like this. Yeah, you want to go out and race. I'll use one of my stories, alright? I used to race Mustangs back in California, right? Now, I will go and put the 100 octane in the engine, because I know out there on the raceway, and I didn't race the streets, we raced on the raceway. At the raceway, everyone's pretty much, if you're good at what you're doing and you're thorough, you're using 100 octane to push your car down that track and to get that quarter-mile speed running. So, if I were to say, well, I'll just shop at Shell or Chevron and put in some 87, it'll be alright, gas is gas, we use it every day. Your engine is not going to function as good as it would if it had 100 octane, because it's a pure source, more octane. You get what I'm saying? Same for your body. You wake up in the morning, you say, hey, I want to go get a little something in my stomach. I want to go to the gym and pump some iron, right? You go in there, you get a whole lot of Pop-Tarts. You might grab one of those energy drinks with a shitload of sugar and carbs in it. Then you put it in your system, wait a little while, then you go and work out. Now your body's running off of Pop-Tarts. Whereas you could have woke up, got you some hash browns, a little bit of ham, you know what I'm saying? Get you some eggs, get you a nice, decent meal. Not too big, because, you don't want to fill yourself up before you go and work out, but just something to get you going, right? Then you get to the gym running off of a high octane meal. Get what I'm saying? So yeah, make sure you fuel your body correctly if you want maximum effort. Alright? You don't need steroids, you don't need this, you don't need that. All you need to do is pay more attention to what you put into your body. But with all that said, people, get to the gym, do work, and muscle up.